Okay. Hello students, welcome back to our platform AgriAddict. So you are waiting for the key answer review. Now in this video, we'll be discussing in detail about which are the questions that you have to challenge. कौन कौन से ऐसे क्वेश्चन है जो चैलेंज करने होंगे. हम हर एक सब्जेक्ट का बात करेंगे, लेकिन इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले प्लांट साइंसेस, एंटोमोलॉजी, हॉर्टिकल्चर और सोशल साइंस. एग्रोनॉमी एंड सॉइल साइंस के लिए अलग से वीडियो आएगा. देयर विल बी सेपरेट वीडियो फॉर द एग्रोनॉमी एंड सॉइल साइंस. तो जो भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो एग्रोनॉमी सॉइल साइंस के हैं उनको मतलब बाद में मतलब वीडियो अपलोड कर दिया जाएगा. You can check it later. You need not to wait for the video. But next, other than that, we'll start from plant science. We have our mentor from the plant sciences, Vivek, from genetics and plant breeding, MSc scholar at IRA. So you'll be discussing each and every question that were actually confusing. जो भी questions confusing थे, जो भी आपको लग रहा था actually उसको challenge करना है, उन सारे questions को आप discuss करेंगे यहाँ पे, और हम हमारे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बताएंगे कि कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस चैलेंज करने के लिए लायक है और इसमें आप लोग उनको आंसर की मतलब सही हो सकता है. ठीक है, जो भी मतलब रिवाइज हो सकता है की आंसर्स उसका हम एक बार सही से डिस्कस करेंगे. विल बी डिस्कसिंग दैट व्हिच क्वेश्चंस कैन बी चैलेंज एंड इन व्हिच क्वेश्चंस यू मे गेट द मार्क्स और द चेंज इन द की आंसर्स. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. विवेक, वेलकम टू दिस प्लेटफॉर्म. फाइन, हम स्टार्ट करना फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से. कैन यू डिस्कस ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चंस इन डिटेल. थोड़ा कमेंट्स को पढ़ते रहना, अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस कुछ पूछे तो यहाँ से बताते रहना. ठीक है?
ओके ओके सर.
ओके
ओके, hello everyone. As sir introduced, myself Vivek Kumar, and today I'm going to discuss with you the questions that were confusing or that you were suggesting to challenge. So here is the first question, which was a bit controversial and not controversial, but we can say that entirely wrong answer given by the ICAR. Okay, so in this question, the answer given by ICR is entirely wrong. That the question is saying that the Sesamum phylloides is caused by phytoplasma and develop witch's broom symptoms. This assertion is correct, and the reason is saying that all floral part turn green, apical leaves also become very small, and hence the name is phylloides. This part is correct. Okay, but again it is saying that it is transmitted by both leafhopper and aphids. This is wrong. This is entirely wrong, because the Sesamum phylloides is entirely transmitted by leafhopper only, not by aphids, and it is clearly mentioned in the H.C. Dubey book. So here the answer will be, the correct answer will be third. And if you guys want to challenge it, you can challenge. The reference is given in the H.C. Dubey book, so it can be considered as a standard reference. So we are getting. Okay, so we are moving ahead with second question. That is, the many students got doubt in this question also. So the question says that the classic operant consists a structure which consists of a cluster of genes under the control of a single promoter and is transcribed together into a single polycistronic mRNA molecule is primarily found in. We have to focus on this first, primarily found in. So we all know that the operant concept are found in prokaryotes, but here is the thing: the operon structure is also found in some lower eukaryotes also, like nematodes. They are found in nematodes and trypanosoma. So, but the thing is that here it is saying that primarily found it. So it can be challenged, but the thing is that here they are mentioning primarily. So the answer will be third, but you can challenge it. Next question is, the likelihood of an individual in a population carrying two specific alleles of a human DNA marker, each of which has a frequency of 0.3 will be. Again, you have to focus on this part, that is specific allele. Many students considered it as a homozygous, like this situation, and they have marked their answer as 0.09, 0.02. But it is not the condition of homozygous, it is the condition of heterozygous. So you will have to calculate it like this. Okay, so the correct answer will be third, and the answer provided by ICR is also third. So This question is need not to be challenged because here they have already mentioned that a specific allele of a human DNA marker. So they are already referring about heterozygous condition, not homozygous condition. So answer will not be fourth, answer will be third. This question is again controversial, but the answer provided by ICAR is again wrong. They have provided this fourth answer, but we already know that the damping off is okay. Damping off is not a foliar disease; it's a seedling disease. Damping off is not a foliar disease; it's a seedling disease. So the option will be B and C only, not A. So the option A is incorrect, and also stem rust is not an oomycetes disease; it's a basidiomycetes disease. So the answer given by ICR is 4. It can be challenged, and there are so many references in the some standard books, so you can also cite that. Next question is again a little bit controversial, but the question says that the black rust of wheat caused by Puccinia graminis triticide, the heterosis pathogen, completes its life cycle by various forms. These are so. So many students thought that it will be first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, because in many textbook and in some standard notes, it's given that the first stage is pycniospore, then aciospore, then the first diploid spore, and then the iridiospore, then teliospore, then the basidiospore. But thing is that in their life cycle, they have classified it like that: iridiospore, it affects the wheat, okay, then iridospore, then letospore, then basidio. Okay, so iridio and telio, then basidio, then picnio, then aciospore. So the answer given by ICR is first, and the correct answer is also the first one. Okay, so this need not to be challenged. The answer given by ICR is already correct. Next question is, some student got doubt in it because in BD Singh book they have mentioned that that AFLP can behave like codominant marker. But thing is that let's first read the question. AFLP combines restriction enzyme digestion with selective PCR amplification of genomic fragment. This statement is entirely correct. But the second statement says that AFLP typically function as a codominant marker system provided easy heterozygous detection. But that's not the case. Yes, we can detect the heterozygous condition with AFLP marker. Yes, we can detect the heterozygous condition with AFLP marker because the thing is that the intensity of band in AFLP marker, when we run an AFLP marker, we get change in the intensity of the band in heterozygous condition, but it's not a codominant marker. Its behavior is like a dominant marker. Yes, in certain cases it shows the two different kind of band in the terms of their intensity, but it's a dominant marker. You can find that in BD Singh and AK Singh marker assisted selection book in page number 58. Okay, sorry. So here the correct answer will be third. So any so we are moving ahead with next question. So next question said that synchronization of flowering between parental line ensure effective hybrid seed set. Okay, this assertion is correct, and the reason is for effective synchronization of flowering, the seed parental line is shown earlier than pollen parent. Okay, so second statement is half correct and half incorrect. You have to understand that for effective synchronization of flowering, the variety or the parental line which is late flowering, in this case they are referring about the seed parental line, but in certain cases the pollen parent are also late flowering. So in these cases we have to show that parent earlier which is late in the flowering. Okay, so here the answer should be option 3, because third is not entirely correct. It's a bit controversial because it depends on the mindset of the examiner, what examiner is thinking. Okay, okay, so again a bit confusing, because in certain textbook it is mentioned that the in hybrid seed production of sunflower, the male and female parental line ratio is 3:1. In some cases it is written as 4:1. 4:1. So, but the thing is that in sunflower, the generally the male to female ratio is 6:1 or 6:2 or 3:1. 3:1. So many students who were thinking that 4:1 will be correct. It's not correct. The correct answer will be 3:1. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can comment it, and if you have any specific doubt, and if you want the source for challenging and this again some citation and some standard references, we will provide it.
So like we have discussed the questions from the plant sciences के जितने भी questions थे उसको discuss कर लिया है, लेकिन I know like students uh, okay, so like I know like things are not very clear, so we will be coming up with the detailed clips detailed resources PDF. हर एक सब्जेक्ट का डिटेल में एक PDF देंगे रिसोर्सेज का सोर्सेज को कंपाइल करके, जो आप लोग वहाँ से अपलोड कर सकते हो, और यू कैन यूज इट एज अ रेफरेंस. इट विल बी इन अ वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट इन एडिटेबल फॉर्म, ताकि उसको आप यूज करके अपना खुद का एक PDF बना के उसको अपलोड कर सकते हो, लाइक व्हेनेवर यू वांट प्लानिंग टू अपलोड इट इन द आंसर की चैलेंज. जस्ट वेट फॉर few minutes. Soil science will be doing it in a separate video that will be directly uploaded in the YouTube. For now we'll be discussing entomology and horticulture and also social science. Just wait for few minutes. So we'll be starting our discussion. The next subject, it might be like entomology or social science. Okay. And regarding the PDF, so if you want the sources which are compiled from our end, so it will be anyhow uploaded by tomorrow morning. So if you want it, just fill the Google form that is available in the pin comment and also in the description box. So you have a small task to finish. To finish it, and you will get a free PDF from the AgriAddict, where our mentors and we have sat and compiled the resources, the authentic resources for which like questions can be challenged. Shank, like please drop the Google form link I have sent you on the WhatsApp. Okay. So anything, just wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. The things are getting ready. Entomology, social science, and horticulture. We will be discussing it soon. So if you have any doubts on this, you can comment on this video. अगर कुछ doubt है तो comment कर लेना video पे. I guess like plant science is very clear. कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे होंगे जो आपको लगता है कि मतलब चैलेंज हो सकता है किसी और को नहीं लगता है कि चैलेंज नहीं कर सकते, और ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस होंगे जो मतलब आपको लगता है गलत है लेकिन उसका सही से सोर्स नहीं मिल रहा है। लेकिन अगर आपको सोर्स नहीं मिल रहा है ना, तो पॉसिबल नहीं, मोस्टली इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल दैट इट विल रिवाइज, बट स्टिल यू कैन ट्राई। ओके, मैं 100% बोलूंगा नहीं कि किसी को कि आप चैलेंज मत करो, जो भी आपको लग रहा है ना चैलेंज करना है आप खुद करो, खुद से डिसीजन लो। जो हमारे एंड से लाइक व्हाट वी फील लाइक व्हिच क्वेश्चन शुड बी चैलेंज, दैट व्हाट वी आर डिस्कसिंग इट एंड गिविंग यू पीपल अ क्लैरिटी सो दैट यू कैन वर्क ऑन इट। ये हॉर्टिकल्चर का भी होगा, अभी हॉर्टिकल्चर, सोशल साइंस और एंटोमोलॉजी का भी डिस्कशन करेंगे, तो जस्ट वेट फॉर सम टाइम। या ओके, तो एंड रैंक प्रिडिक्शन के लिए अभी तक आप लोगों ने फॉर्म फिलअप नहीं किया होगा, लाइक इफ यू हैव नॉट फिल्ड द फॉर्म फॉर द रैंक प्रिडिक्शन, सो दैट विल बी out anytime tomorrow or day after tomorrow within 1 or 2 days. Already like more than 2000 students have filled the form, so we'll be getting a very very accurate rank for your subject for sure. So don't miss to fill the Google form, so fill it accurately and get the proper rank prediction from the AgriAddict. Okay, so in the previous year also, as I told you, there were more than 3500 form fill-ups where like students have filled the form and we have given the accurate rank prediction up to the rank of 50 to 60. So this time also we are planning to get more number of form fill-ups and mostly like the things get accurate till the rank 100. Okay, don't miss the opportunity. If you have not yet filled the Google form of rank prediction, do fill it. I think like it is pinned now, the one Google form which is for getting the free PDFs of the sources which are compiled from AgriAddict. So fill the form, so you will get the free PDF by the morning. You can check the you can check by morning the Google Drive link that we are sharing you. You'll be getting your subject resources compiled. Okay, next Shashank also drop the rank prediction form in the chat box. Okay, so just give me 2 minutes, like I'll be back and we'll be coming up with the another other subject. Hello. Okay. So now, I guess we'll be discussing the entomology. Now, to discuss the entomology, we have our entomology mentor from IRA, who is like Ritik Sarkar, so MSc second year scholar. Now, we'll be discussing in detail about like which questions you can challenge. जो क्वेश्चन चैलेंज करने होंगे एंटोमोलॉजी का वो बताएगा ऋतिक, इन डिटेल में बताएगा। ऋतिक सर, आप बताओ कि कैसा क्या करना है और कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस को।
हाँ, पीपीटी ओपन कीजिए। हाँ, सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, ये सबका एक्चुअली डाउट है। तो इसका क्या है कि एवरेज हनी प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय एपिस डॉर्साटा पर हाइव इज मोर देन एपिस मेलिफेरा। स्टेटमेंट 2 है, एवरेज हनी प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय एपिस लेब्रोसिया पर हाइव इज स्लाइटली हायर देन एपिस डॉर्साटा। एक्चुअली इसका क्या है, इसका डायरेक्ट दिस क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम एलिमेंट्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एंटोमोलॉजी बाय वसंतराज डेविड एंड रामामूर्ति। सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज average honey produced by Apis dorsata is more than Apis mellifera. So this is not correct. This is incorrect because you know Apis dorsata there is like sir. We also have the like official source and we have just clicked the screenshot and we pasted here, and this is the like official book and ICAR like ICAR approved textbook, Elements of Economic Entomology. So you can see here that the average annual yield of honey from a colony of Apis dorsata rock bee is about 37 kg, but for Apis mellifera it is simply given 45 to 180 kg per hive. So it's very clear that the average honey production for Apis mellifera is slightly like more higher than Apis dorsata. So statement 1 it is incorrect. And then statement 2, the Himalayan honeybee, that is Apis laboriosa, Apis laboriosa or laboriosa. So for that it is like simply it is given that the one nest contains as much as 60 kg of honey. So it is more than Apis dorsata. So this statement is true. So we will challenge this question, and this same question also came in like ICR SRF examination, and in SRF examination like Apis laboriosa was given more than Apis dorsata. Okay. So this question will be challenged. Then the next question is again statement type question. Bombyx mori is solely domesticated worm throughout the world. It is statement 1, and statement 2 is Bombyx mori is solely domesticated worm in India. So first statement you can see easily that Bombyx mori is solely domesticated worm throughout the world. This statement is correct, okay, because in world actually Bombyx mori is mainly responsible for getting silk, but in India there are like 5 species of silkworms, like Bombyx mori is there, Antheraria assamensis is there, and Eri is there, and Tassar is also there. But it is written that Bombyx mori is solely domesticated worm in India. So it is not correct, because Eri, the Eri silkworm, it is also in some places it is domesticated in India. So statement 1 it is correct, but statement 2 it is incorrect. So this will also be challenged, and we have the official source from the Ganga and Sulochana textbook that is regarded as one of the best sericulture textbook for the beginners, and it can be used as a reference. So the next question, the insecticidal activity of Bacillus thuringiensis crystals was first demonstrated by. So this question is some sort of like controversial. Why? Because in new refresher, the answer given as Hannay Fitzjames, uh, Hannay Fitzjames, that answer was given. But from like, but if you are going if you are going to like if you are going to like other books like the Dhaliwal and Aurora book, it is given that Berliner first described the insecticidal activity of Bacillus thuringiensis. So we will go for Berliner, and entomology refresher is not considered as a textbook. So we will go through like the official books like Dhaliwal and Aurora, Dhaliwal and Srivastava, and in those books the answer is given Berliner, and we also discussed this question with our IRA PhD seniors, and they also told that Berliner should be the correct answer. Okay. So these are the questions that we felt there are some like incorrect answer key. If you guys have found more questions like that, actually there are so many general agriculture questions mainly from the extension part. So that is the issue. Like if you are getting more, but I only checked, and our other mentors also checked, and our social science mentor is also there to help us, and by their help we get to know that most of the answers are correct. The social science questions which came in general agriculture part, there most of the answers are correct. Okay. So if there are any mistakes, more mistakes are there, if you guys think there are like there should be more questions to be challenged, then you just send those questions in the comment box, or you can personally message in this number. You can see the number, this number, you just personally send message in this number, the number of question, the idea of the question with the correct answer what you think it should be. So you just send the question number, okay, for entomology. So these are the questions. So any more to be challenged, just send the questions personally, or in the comment section you can like send the question.
Okay, I think thank you so much. I guess like we have discussed in detail about the entomology. Like as I said, if you want the proper compiled PDFs of like the resources plus the question ID which are needed to be challenged, like we will providing you for free. Like just you have to fill the Google form. Google form fill कर लेना, उसमें directly आपके WhatsApp नंबर पे वो PDF का लिंक आ जाएगा और PDF सुबह तक अपलोड हो जाएंगे. ड्राइव में सुबह तक अपलोड हो जाएंगे, तो सुबह तक वेट करना. फिल करने के बाद you will get the PDF, so you can use that and you can challenge the questions and upload it in the website, okay, while challenging it. Fine. जो भी क्वेश्चंस अपने एंड से मतलब लगे कि चैलेंज कर सकते हैं उसको हमने डिस्कस किया है एंटोमोलॉजी में. इसके अलावा भी आपको कुछ लगता है तो कुछ कोई और क्वेश्चंस कुछ चैलेंज करना होंगे, यू कैन कमेंट, ड्रॉप इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन और यू कैन डायरेक्टली मैसेजेस ऑन द व्हाट्सएप नंबर. Okay, both the things are fine, so we'll be able to take the questions and we'll also clarify you. If there is no wrong, we'll clarify you. If there is seriously something wrong, we'll address it. Okay, so both the things will be done, so do not worry. Now we'll discuss about social science. So entomology के बाद अभी social science का discuss करेंगे. We'll discuss about the social science. Yes sir, come on. Okay, so now so we'll start our discussion with the social science. Sayan is here, our economics mentor from the MSc first year, so from the IRA New Delhi. So he will be discussing in detail about the number of questions that are need to be challenged and the one which are confusing. So he'll be discussing all of them and he'll give you the proper clarity on like which can be challenged, which are need not to be challenged. Okay, thank you, Sayan. Take over.
Okay, so hello and good afternoon everyone. So good evening. So most of you have raised multiple questions regarding the answer key in the given in the social science answer key on ICAR AIEE PG. So basically I have taken all the questions you have given in my personally in WhatsApp or in the spreadsheet which we have given to you Google form. So basically now let's discuss all those questions. Let's see what are those questions need to be challenged or not. Okay, so most of the around 4 to 5 people among you have raised this question that arrange those in chronologically. Okay, so for that what you need to remember that these two is little bit confusing. Okay, instead of these two others, you know that Ethiopia Pilot project was around 1948 and Africa development was around 1947. Okay, so for Marthandam and for few books it's given that Gurgaon project is from 1921 and a few books it's given 1927. Okay, for Marthandam few books it's given 1923, 1927, like this. Okay, for that's why you people may be confused that what will be the answer. So for that you need to remember that the actual answer what they ICAR taken into consideration and which is actually true is that Gurgaon project is from 1927. Okay, and for Marthandam project it's 1921. So the right answer will be 1921 4. So C, then D, then B, at last A. Okay, so that was the first question. And next one. Okay, so this one question that the concept of opportunity cost was first developed by. Okay, ऐसे कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं इकोनॉमिक्स के अंदर जो हम लोग एज यूजुअल हर बुक में नहीं पढ़ते. कि जो अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है बेसिकली अगर आप सुभाष चंद्र का बुक इंट्रोडक्शन टू सोशल साइंस खोलेंगे तो देखा जाएगा कि अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट सिर्फ गॉटफ्राइड हैवर्लैंड है. ठीक है, लेकिन एक्चुअली तो बात है कि गॉटफ्राइड हैवर्लैंड ने फर्स्ट इस बुक को इस कॉन्सेप्ट को अपने इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक्स की थ्योरी में यूज किए थे अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट थ्योरी का कॉन्सेप्ट को. लेकिन इट्स फर्स्ट डेवलप्ड बाय फ्रेडरिक वॉन विजन. ओके, फर्स्ट इसको यूज किए थे इन इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक्स, इट्स गॉटफ्राइड हैबरलल, but it's actually given by this term first time Friedrich von Wieser. So the right answer will be Friedrich von Wieser. Okay. Okay. So there was one more question that what this is the elasticity of demand, and this you know the formula is MR or marginal revenue is equal to average revenue into 1 minus 1 by E. Okay, that's the formula. So for that, first of all, suppose when the elasticity of demand is more than 1. So when the elasticity of demand is more than 1, suppose its elasticity of demand for 2. Okay, elasticity of demand is equal to 2. So for that, MR marginal revenue is equal to AR into 1 minus 1 by 2, means AR 1 minus 0.5 means AR into 0.5 MR. So when we are multiplying AR with average revenue with 0.5, then what the value will come, it will be less than MR. Okay, means MR will be less and AR will be more. Yes, MR will be less and AR will be more. So for that, elasticity of demand A4 will be the answer, and you can simply subtract out the other answer. Okay, let's see one more. When elasticity of demand is equal to infinity, when the elasticity of demand is equal to infinity, means MR is equal to AR into 1 minus 1 by E. Okay, so when it's infinity, 1 divided by infinity, something divided by infinity is equal to 0. So MR is equal to AR 1 minus 0. So MR is equal to AR. Okay, so for that, D1 you can see, and other you can as usual subtract out. When elasticity of demand is equal to 1, when it will be 1 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by 1 means 0, then MR is equal to 0. So for that, B it will be 3 as usual. Okay, so the next question was, okay, so this question you people may be confused with that the substitution effect is increasing rate. What I actually studied, that I given this answer multiple time in our WhatsApp group, social science master's group, that in agriculture, product substitution rate is always increasing and factor substitution rate is always decreasing. Okay, so now here it's not mentioned that whether it is product substitution or whether it is factor substitution. Now what to do? For that, you have to see the statement 2. What is statement 2? The slope of iso product curve. Iso product curve means iso quant. So for that, before that, the first दो क्वेश्चन जो हम लोग डिस्कस किए, उनमें से चैलेंज करने वाला वो क्वेश्चन था नहीं, वो एक्चुअली द राइट आंसर वाज गिवन बाय ICAR. Okay, so now let's see this question, that the slope of iso product curve, now it's iso product curve, as because it is iso product curve means iso quant means factor relationship. Factor relationship means theory of factor substitution. When it's the theory of factor substitution, and in agriculture, factor substituting at an decreasing rate. So the substitution rate at increasing rate is more common in case of agriculture. So this will not be the right answer will be statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Okay, the slope of iso product curve given by units of change in added resource. It's actually the iso product curve slope is equal to change. 1 minute. Iso product curve is given and change in a resource divided by the units change in. Sorry, the answer will be both the statement are incorrect. Okay, because the slope of iso product curve is equal to replaced resource. Okay, change in replaced resource divided by change in added resource. Okay, and in the answer is also given option that both the statements are wrong, and it's actually true. It's no need to be challenged. Okay, okay. So now for this question, okay, for this question the tenancy reforms. Okay, अभी ये देख के सब लोगों को लगेगा कि ऑलमोस्ट एक ही टाइप का आंसर है, तो सब कुछ तो टेनेंसी रिफॉर्म में आ ही जा सकता है, तो इसीलिए सब लोग ये ABCD करके आए हैं. ठीक है, जो भी लोग आपने पूछे हैं ABCD करके आए. लेकिन एक्चुअली जब बात है कि जब लैंड रिफॉर्म आए, ठीक है, लैंड रिफॉर्म के 4 कंपोनेंट थे टोटल. ठीक है, एक थे एबोलिशन ऑफ इंटरमीडिएट टेन्योर. इंटरमीडिएट टेन्योर मींस जमींदारी सिस्टम, तो जमींदारी सिस्टम है उसको एबोलिशन करना है. ठीक है, और एक थे टेनेंसी रिफॉर्म. ठीक है, और 2 थे कंसोलिडेशन ऑफ लैंड एंड सीलिंग ऑफ लैंड. ओके कि एक पर्टिकुलर आदमी, एक पर्टिकुलर इंसान इतना जमीन से ज्यादा वो अपने कब्जे में नहीं रख सकते हैं, ठीक है. So for that actually there was 4 major component, and under the land tenancy reform these 3 come into exist. Okay, under tenancy reform, security of tenancy, regulation of tenancy rent, and confirmation of ownership right to the tenant. Whoever asked me those question in WhatsApp, I given the supporting study material for with supporting these 3. The B, C, D will be the right answer. Its abolition of intermediary is broader concept. Okay, under land reform there is 4 concept: abolition of intermediary, tenancy reform, ceiling of land, and consolidation of land. Under the tenancy reform, these 3 come into exist. Okay, so this question also need not to be challenged. Okay, so for that question, average is very easy question. I don't know why you people ask those questions. That average fixed cost, how its curve look like? Average fixed cost, that is rectangular hyperbola A2. Look, means you have 2 options in either 1 or 2. Okay, then let's see average variable cost. You know that average variable cost is U-shaped. Okay, so for that B1, A to B1, then again A to B1 for both these. Okay, now let's see about C or D. Okay, let's see about the first D. Okay, total variable cost. Total variable cost, I said that it's like this. Total variable cost, it's inverse S-shaped, inverted S-shaped. So for that D it will be 3. Then actually the option 2 is right, and in ICAR also given that option 2 is the right answer. Okay, so for that option 2 will be right for average fixed cost, rectangular hyperbola. For average variable cost, U-shaped, total variable cost, inverted L-shaped. Now you may not be seen that marginal cost is inverted L-shaped. This is not written anywhere that marginal cost can be inverted L-shaped, but you will learn that in future, if you are continuing with economics, that marginal cost curve is also can be as inverted L-shaped. Okay, okay. Now, so this was the question. It's bit controversial. For that, this question is also need not to be challenged. Okay, so for this question, extension agent play a central role in guiding the learners. This question was bit controversial. This question was controversial. It's actually, you have seen that AIDCAS, with that attention, there is attention, then information, desire. Okay, then conviction, action, and satisfaction. With seeing this, you may be given the answer that ABCD will be the right answer. Okay, but ICAR has taken that ABC only the right answer. Okay, ICAR has taken this. So now why it's not satisfaction they taken that? Because it can be a wrong answer question also. They can took in both all these 3, all those 4. Either they can also take that in the satisfaction stage, instead of the extension agent, farmers income, farmers, how the farmers is getting benefited from that particular in adopting the technologies. These are the things, those play the major role. Okay, so for that maybe they not taken the satisfaction as their consideration. If you want, you can go for challenged, but it's up to ICR, and I'm not also about completely surely. I told you that the ABC will be the right answer or ABCD will be the right answer. If you want, you can go for the challenge. Okay, and I have talked to our social science mentor, extension mentor, Anu ma'am, and she also confirmed that ABC will be the actually the right answer. Okay, so if you want to go again, if you want to go for challenge, you can go. Okay. Okay, so there is one more doubt questions, and this question is also can be challenged. That is, journalist should have curious mind, desire to work. He or she has to be jack of all but master of nothing. It's actually the true statement. Okay, it's actually the true statement. Journalist is the priest of society. No need to be the journalist is the priest of society. He can be he can criticize the society. He can take with the particular those reasons, the criticism of those societies. Okay, they can come with those things. Need not to be the journalist is a priest of top, means he need to be talk everything good about the society. Need not to be. Okay, so statement 2 is incorrect, statement 1 is correct. Okay, so for that option 4 will be the right answer. but they took that both the statement incorrect. They took this. So they took that statement 1 and 2 are incorrect, but for my opinion, I don't think that statement 1 is correct. If you want this for this question, you can also go for challenge. Okay. Okay. So the 3 largest pigeon bee producing state. अभी pigeon ये भी तो pigeon bee producing state है ये, जो मतलब हम लोग जनरल एग्रीकल्चर ये सब करंट अफेयर्स के लिए, जो करंट डेटा के लिए सब लोग हम लोग जो जेआरएफ होने के बस 1 साल 1 महीना के पहले 1 महीना 2 महीने के अंदर एक पर्टिकुलर पीडीएफ निकलते हैं, ठीक है, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली एएनजीआरयू से, आंगड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी से। तो उस अगर पीडीएफ में आप पढ़ेंगे तो हम लोग सब लोग वही पढ़ते हैं, तो उसमें मतलब स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन है दैट कर्नाटक इज द फर्स्ट स्टेट फॉर प्रोड्यूसिंग पिजन पी और रेड ग्राम, and Maharashtra is the second state and UP is the third state. Okay, in the ranking, Madhya Pradesh is nowhere in the first 5th. Okay, if you go through that PDF, so for that ABC will be the right answer. Okay, and few people have given that, I don't know what we people given that ABC is the actually the right answer. Okay. Now one more questions from general agriculture. CN ratio of rice straw is more than wheat straw. I have confirmed this question from our other mentors of AgriAddict who actually deal with the social science, or actually they particularly in agronomy. I have talked to them and it's actually the both the statement here. The CN ratio of rice straw is more than wheat straw. It's actually true, and also the silica content is rice straw is more than wheat straw. It's also actually true. Okay. So for that both the statement will be correct, and ICAR has given this into answer as their answer. Okay. So now the next question is, arrange the following commodity as per their volume of production during 2023 to 24, lowest to highest. Okay, remember lowest to highest. Okay, so for that the fruit production will be the lowest. It was in 2023-24 around 112 million ton. Okay, for the second will be the milk production. It was around 230 million ton. Okay. In 2023-24 data, again those particular PDF what you people refer for this kind of question, I have checked those questions with that PDF and it's actually true. Then the food grain production was 330 million ton around, okay, and sugarcane production was 442 million ton. Okay, so for that from lowest to highest, fruit production will be 1, milk production will be 2, food grain production will be 3, and sugarcane production will be 4. So for that B, A, C, D, B, A, C, D, option 2 will be the correct answer, and I said also given option 2 is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, this is the questions. पता नहीं कितने बार मैंने ग्रुप में, मैंने अजय सर ने कितने बार इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व किया है इस ग्रुप में, फिर पता नहीं फिर भी आप लोग कैसे गलती कर सकते हैं इस क्वेश्चन में। कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ इन्फीरियर गुड, मैंने पर्टिकुलर बस एग्जाम के 2-3 दिन मैक्सिमम 1 हफ्ते पहले मैंने एक पर्टिकुलर एक फोटो भेजा था ग्रुप में, उस फोटो के अंदर ये पूरा 4 ही चीज था उधर, ठीक है, पता नहीं आप लोग देखे कि नहीं, अगर देखे होंगे तो अगर सोशल साइंस मास्टर बैच के स्टूडेंट आप लोग हैं तो आपको ये गलती नहीं होना चाहिए था, ये बहुत ही आसान क्वेश्चन था। क्वांटिटी डिमांड वाज वेरीज डायरेक्टली विद द प्राइस, इट्स फॉर इन्फीरियर गुड, quantity demand, actually for inferior good price is not actually the thing. For inferior good, income. I also taken a one video for the particular mock test analysis and before the JRF exam, and I also told this question that for inferior goods we taken into consideration the income, not the price. For price it's given good, so it will be not the right answer. Okay, then income effect of price change is negative. Income effect of price change is negative actually. For inferior goods, when the price increases, our quantity demanded for those goods is decreased. Okay, then the substitution effect of price change is negative. I said multiple time, the substitution effect is always for any kind of good, substitution effect is always negative. Okay, and the income effect works in opposite direction to the substitution effect but is not large enough to outweigh the substitution effect. Actually for given good, for every kind of good, substitution effect is more than income effect. For normal good, for luxury good, for inferior good, substitution effect is more than income effect. Only and only given goods, income effect is more than substitution effect. Okay, here what's given that income effect works the opposite direction of substitution effect but is not large enough to outweigh the substitution. Actually true. ठीक है, its substitution effect is large and income effect is less. Okay, so for that B, C, D will be the right answer and option 4 will be the right answer. Okay, now which of the following is the causes of failure of cooperative program? It's all actually the failure of the causes for the failure of the cooperative program. Lack of capital, attachment with the land, illiteracy and loss of independence. All will be the answer, and this question is also need not to be challenged. All will be the answer. Okay, A, B, C, D will be the answer. Okay, here one question, a few questions raised this question that how sir the price elasticity will be demand is what will be the answer. So for that, look, price elasticity of demand is equal to what do we know? Change in price, change in quantity divided by quantity, change in price divided by price. Okay, or we can answer that dq by q divided by dp by p. Okay, here you can also write that dq divided by dp, okay, into p divided by q. Okay, so this will be the formula. For now, q is equal to 40 minus 2p. Now let's dq divided by dp, dq divided by dp, it will be minus 2. Okay, dq divided by 2 dp, it will be minus 2. Now p is given as 5, so as because p is 5, then q will be 40 minus 2 into 5. So for that 40 into 2 into 5, 40 minus 10, it will be 30. Okay, so for that elasticity is equal to dp divided by dq into p by q. So elasticity is equal to dq by dp into p by q. So dq dp is minus 2, p is 5 and q is 3, so 30. Okay, so 5 36 minus 2 divided by 6, 3 minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3 is minus 0.33. Okay, minus 0.33. So minus 0.33 will be the right answer, and it's the option 4, and it's actually true. It's given in the ICAR exam. It's also given that in their answer key it's minus 0.33. Okay, the last question, most probably it's the last question what you have raised, that the central bank is the sole authority for issue of currency in the country. It's actually true. Currency हमारा इंडिया में सेंट्रल RBI currency को maintain करते हैं, or all paper currency notes and coins are printed by Reserve Bank of India. It's not the right answer. All paper currency notes, here remember that the particular 1 rupee note, what the 1 rupee note we get, it actually printed by the finance minister government of India. ठीक है, so particular 1 rupee, except 1 rupee, every kind of note is printed by RBI, but 1 rupee note is printed by government of India. Again, for coins is minted by government of India. Okay, so for that option 1 will be the right, and option 2 will be the wrong, and statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. In ICAR they also given those. Okay, so whatever you have question raised, and I have discussed all those questions, whatever you have raised in WhatsApp personally me or in the Google form, I have raised all those questions. Only 2 questions where it can be challenged. Okay, but it's up to ICAR whether they will take it into consideration or not. It's completely up to them, but those 2 questions can be challenged. Okay, one is about the journalism, and one more was there. Which one is this question? This one question, 24081 and 24112. 24081 24112. These 2 questions, if you want, can go into challenge, but I don't know it will be ICAR will take it into consideration or not. So that is all. If you people still have any question, please let us know, and personally, or if they not possible with the particular video, I will answer those questions personally. Okay, so for that please raise the problems if you have any doubt, whatever you have doubt till now given to us, and we have discussed all those questions regarding social science. Okay, let me see, is there any? Sir, can we see the chat box? Hari sir, Hari sir, can I see the chat box? Okay. So for you are raising now the lots of questions, the question ID. सेम बार बार, अच्छा बार बार आप अभी क्वेश्चन आईडी दे रहे हैं, तो इसको मैंने ग्रुप में भी बार बार बोला कि आप लोग भेजिए मुझे, ठीक है। अभी ये जो पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन है मैं इसको ले लेता हूँ, मैं आपको आंसर कर दूंगा ग्रुप में, ठीक है। आप ग्रुप में एक्टिव रहेंगे। और कुछ क्वेश्चन है सोशल साइंस रिलेटेड? आई थिंक नो। Still, if you have any questions, let us know. Okay. Thank you, everyone. That was all for social science, and others members are mentors are preparing for their particular subject. So till then, bye bye. चलो मैं भी चले जाऊँगा।
Okay, so like social science group is discussed now, and we will now discuss the horticulture. Horticulture का discuss करेंगे अभी। अभी जितना discussion हुआ था, like it was all about the social science. So let me repeat. If you are, yeah, Vasaki, please come. So if you are wanting to have the resources PDF जो compile किया हुआ है, जो जिनको आपको upload करना है website में challenge करने के लिए, if you want the PDF, just fill the Google form, so you will get the PDF. Okay, so PDF in terms of Microsoft Word उसको आप use करके उसको upload भी कर सकते हो। उससे आपका जो resources है हम AgriAddict की तरफ से दे देंगे, like we will be providing the proper resources for whichever questions needed to be challenged. Apart from that, if you feel like any questions will be challenged, you can do it on your own, but whichever we are feeling that needs to be challenged, we will be providing the sources by tomorrow morning. So fill the Google form right now. The Google form is available in the description box and in the pinned comment, and you will be getting the PDF by tomorrow. And so if you have not yet filled the Google form for the rank prediction, do fill it without fail to get the best or most accurate rank from the AgriAddict. Okay, now we'll discuss about the horticulture. There are a lot of confusions in the horticulture too. Like स्टूडेंट्स बहुत सारे लोग बोल रहे थे कि सर काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस है जिसको चैलेंज करना होगा, तो डिस्कस करते हैं कि कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हुए जिसको चैलेंज करना लायक है, like what are the questions that are needed to be needed to be challenged, okay, which you can expect that there will be some marks or there will be grace. So today we have like Vasaki, like she's all India first ranker from the previous batch, so she will be discussing in detail. So आपका जो भी queries है like comment section में बता देना horticulture related, so she will be able to discuss. Yes Vasaki, please.
Thank you, sir. Okay, now we'll discuss about some of the important questions that have a controversial answer according to the ICAR answer key. The first question here is, which of the following process often practiced to overcome lanky seedlings due to lack of proper or uniform sunlight under protected cultivation? According to ICAR answer key, the answer given is pillowing. It is a irrigation technique which combines both drip irrigation and mulching, but seeing the options below, precision seeding also seems to be a correct answer. It is a process through which we can avoid lanky seedlings. So of the options compared here, both pillowing and precision seeding seems to be the answer. So there is a chance that ICAR would revise the answer, and this question has the scope to be challenged. Next, a question related to breeding and genetics. A nearly homozygous line developed by continued inbreeding, usually selfing, accompanied by selection is known as. Here, the options given are pure line, inbred line, F2 line and recombinant line. Then the correct answer according to ICAR answer key is inbred line. But seeing the words given here, inbreeding and selfing, pure line also seems to be a correct answer, because definition of pure line is a line selected through continuous inbreeding and selfing. But this question is incomplete. Here they didn't mention anything about the self-pollination and cross-pollination. When it comes to self-pollination, a line developed through inbreeding is inbreed line, whereas when it comes to cross-pollination, a line developed through inbreeding is pure line. So since the question is incomplete, both seems to be the answer, and there is a chance the answer to be revised up from the ICAR side. So this question can be challenged. Next, which of the following is not a long fruited variety of brinjal? A similar question also appeared in a last year exam. Similar to this, of the options given here, according to ICAR answer key, the correct option is Azad Karanti. But seeing handbook, all these four varieties belong to long fruit type. So none of the options would be correct. There is a high chance that ICR would drop this question and grant mark to everyone. So this question is this question must be challenged, and if we challenge, there is a high chance that ICR should revise the question. The source for this answer, the source for this question to be challenged is Handbook of Horticulture by ICR publication. Next, here is a question from the floriculture and landscaping part. Bermuda grass, a lawn grass, fast growing and commercially used for development of lawns, golf course and athletic fields in India. Reason: Bermuda grass has fast growth due to presence of tillers and fibrous shallow root system. According to ICR answer key, the correct answer is third option. That is, A is correct, but R is not correct. But seeing referring various books, all grasses have a fibrous shallow root system, and we don't know how they are mentioning it as wrong. So the answer seems to be both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. This also has the scope to be the answer of this question, because both assertion and reason seems to be correct, and reason seems to be the correct explanation of assertion. So this question can be challenged, and there is a scope there is a scope that ICR would revise this answer key. Next question: which propagation technique should be adopted in tissue culture to obtain virus-free clean plant? The keyword, according to ICR answer key, the correct answer for this question is micrografting, but microbudding also seems to be an answer for this question, because when it comes to tissue culture and virus-free clean plant, microbudding is the process mostly used, because in microbudding, meristem bud is taken. Meristem bud is the virus-free plant material, and it's a good source to produce virus-free planting material. So comparing these options given here, microbudding also seems to be the answer for this question. When it comes to citrus, microbudding is an important propagation method in commercial tissue culture. So there is a high chance microbudding will also be the answer. So this question can be challenged, and there is a scope that ICR will revise the answer key for this question. Next question. This is also assertion and reason question related to turmeric from the plantation spices part. Turmeric is propagated vegetatively through rhizome. For commercial cultivation, both mother and finger rhizomes are used. According to ICR answer key, the correct answer for this question is second statement, that is both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. But seeing the assertion and reason, the reason seems to support the assertion statement. So there is a possibility that statement 1 can also be answer for this question, which is both A and R are correct. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Seeing this statement, reason seems to support and explain assertion. So option 1 may also be the answer for this question. Okay, these are the questions that are controversial and confusing, and there is a chance that ICR would revise the answer key for this question. If you have any other doubts, related to the answer key or challenging, feel free to tell us in the comment section, and we'll reply to all your comments. Any other doubts in the comment section?
Okay. Any questions in the chat box?
Okay, so people are active in there.
Okay.
About that etiolation question, according to the ICR answer key, the answer is given as banding. Etiolation is a response to light suppression, but etiolation is not
Hold
the
it प्रॉपर मीटिंग
not the practice followed to suppress light.
प्रॉपर मीटिंग
So
होगा
banding seems to be the more appropriate answer, and there is no source to supporting etiolation as the answer.
okay still questions are there okay so students like if there are any more questions like jitne bhi questions the like whatever questions that we felt like that has need to be challenged we have already discussed it right so इसके बाद भी अगर आपको लगता है कि कुछ क्वेश्चंस आपके एंड से मतलब लग रहे कि गलत है उसको कल चैलेंज करना चाहिए लेकिन यू कैन गो फॉर इट whatever questions that we have mentioned here we are only providing the source we are not challenging by ourselves since like we have not written this exam so आपको चैलेंज करना है like you have to do it on your own but we will provide you the proper sources source का एक compiled like document मिलेगा जो आप यूज कर सकते हो आप पे अपलोड करने के लिए so वो कैसे मिलेगा like how will get it just fill the Google form that is available in the description box and also in the pinned comment so उसको फिल करना है सिंपल सा टास्क है उसको कंप्लीट करने के बाद आपको एक गूगल ड्राइव का लिंक आ जाएगा जिसमें ये पीडीएफ्स अवेलेबल रहेंगे so when the PDF will be made available by the morning tomorrow morning सारे पीडीएफ्स अवेलेबल रहेंगे in terms of word document पीडीएफ नहीं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट रहेगा जो एडिटेबल रहेगा जो आप यूज कर सकते डाउनलोड करके उसको यूज कर सकते होप दिस इज फाइन फॉर एवरीवन कि आपको अगर भी कुछ भी डाउट है तो इस वीडियो पे कमेंट कर लो और वी विल ट्राई और मैक्सिमम कि आपको सपोर्ट करेंगे और आपको हर एक क्वेरी को आंसर करेंगे उसके बाद और एक मेन वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है जो मैंने बोला था कि रैंक प्रिडिक्शन अभी तक आपने फॉर्म फिलअप नहीं किया है तो डू इट नाउ इटसेल्फ टू गेट द मोस्ट एक्यूरेट रैंक प्रिडिक्शन फ्रॉम द AgriAddict तो रैंक प्रिडिक्शन का वीडियोस इन डिटेल बहुत जल्द आने वाला है आजकल में आ जाएगा अपलोड हो जाएगा यूट्यूब में स्टे ट्यून्ड फॉलो आवर यूट्यूब चैनल AgriAddict so for all the further updates related to the ICAR counseling 2025 I hope like we are able to like address your issues and we are able to address the questions that you wanted to do so thank you so much that's it from this video the agronomy and soil science का जैसा मैंने बताया था so that will be available very soon by today or tomorrow morning that will be made available in YouTube channel जहाँ वहाँ पे जाके जो भी क्वेश्चंस चैलेंज करने होंगे उसको वहाँ से चेक कर सकते हो उसका आंसर्स आप देख सकते हो होप एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर थैंक यू सो मच गुड नाइट एवरीवन सो डोंट वरी लाइक कल रात तक का टाइम है जितने क्वेश्चंस अभी भी आपको लगता है चैलेंज करने होंगे हर एक क्वेश्चंस का हम रिप्लाई करेंगे आंसर करेंगे और आपको सही से बताएंगे क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है ठीक है ओके दैट्स इट थैंक यू सो मच